Good morning, everybody. It's your pal Martin the Mellet here. Hope you're going well. I'm enjoying some really good Syrian tea I made with Earl Grey and cardamom. One of the amazing things you can actually find in your pantry when you're about to move out of home for a couple of months, and then you realize you've got tons of tea left and also cardamom. Put them two together, you get Syrian tea. I'll probably taste better when I get to Damascus or Aleppo. So anyway, I was getting two scam calls from Amazon this week, and I mean, it's not the first time somebody from India had called me up pretending to be Amazon. As you can clearly see in one of my old videos from 4 years ago that hit 10,000 views, a woman with a Danish number called me up, and she was an Indian woman, and she was trying to scam me, so I swore at her in Hindi. Now, a lot of people who get these scam calls, you'd be thinking, you just hang up and ignore them. Okay, that's a fine thing to do. But if you want to be cheeky, sneaky, rude, arrogant, and you want to make fun of these people, you gotta start learning some Hindi swear words. Now, I'm a person who shouldn't really be teaching any languages because I don't have a master's in education. I didn't even finish high school. I only got a certificate 2 in IT. And I can't even speak any other languages, even though, yes, I can order stuff in French. I can speak a bit of Japanese with Japanese people, but I wouldn't say that, I'm a polyglot whatsoever. Now, I've been writing down a lot of Hindi swear words in, the last couple of years, and I've spoken to a lot of people of the Indian diaspora, telling them my experiences of dealing with these scammers and how to swear at them. And a lot of them have given me a lot of advice and how to swear back at them in Hindi or Urdu or even Bengali. There's a tons of languages in India, but the thing was, the main language you're going to be dealing with these scammers is Hindi. But also, Hindi can easily be translated also into Urdu, and some words also in Bengali could also mean the same thing in Hindi. So we'll start off with the basics. Okay, don't mind the lights. Maybe I'll just turn the light on right now. If it makes much of a difference, okay? Okay, first of all, it's bencho. That's to start off with, bencho, okay? Actually, I think I'll turn the light off. It's going to be irritating. Yeah, sorry. This is from the iPhone. Yeah, bencho. It means sister fucker. Ben meaning sister and cho meaning fucker. So, this is kind of like a term to describe somebody who is basically having sexual relations with his sister, or basically being inbred. You bad chode, you try to scam me at all. Okay. And now the next word I learned also from the chode is mother chode, meaning motherfucker. Now, when I taught a lot of my friends in London that these Hindi swear has been bench and mother chode, they all started making their own versions of chode. So my mate Freddie D, he wants it to be, he says, "Hey man, you know what you are? You're a prostitute." Yeah, because I had sex with a prostitute many years ago. Okay, I haven't done it recently, but that wouldn't really work well in Hindi and all. It's basically, so if somebody has sex with a banana, you'd call them a banana chode, but that's not how you say. Even I said to my friend in Hindi, "What does fufu chode mean?" And he said to me, this guy from the south of India says, "Oh, that means grandfather fucker." But also, when you look up stuff on Google Translate, you might not always get the right words to say. So don't always really trust Google Translate. Take it as a pinch of salt. And now, another version of chode I taught was man chode. To say someone who's gay, you say you're a man fucker. Okay, now this one I got learned from somebody of Pakistani descent, my good mate, Mr. O. You know who you are, okay? Ben Ke Lora. It's spelled Lora, but it's pronounced Lara. Ben Ke Lara, meaning your sister's penis. Kind of like saying, oh, let's just say your brother basically came out just trans, and he decided not to get a sex change, so you basically say, Ben Ke Lora, your sister's penis. Okay, then here's a few more things I learned from other people in India who told me this. Randika Bacha, meaning son of a prostitute or a prostitute's child. I used to keep on saying Randy Kabur, meaning, I used to think like son of pubic hair, like Kabur. That was pubic hair. Like, other Indians taught me that stuff. Okay, then there's Terry Maki Chud. Now, I looked this off Trilogy Media. There was they called up a scam and they said, "Is Terry there? Yeah, his last name is Maki Chud. Terry Maki Chud, meaning your mother's pussy or your mother's vagina." So, chud would mean pussy in Hindi, but there's other variations of what pussy means. Another phrase I learned off somebody on YouTube was Tere bur kabal, your pubic hair. So, you know, like the hair, like in your pubic area, that you start growing when you hit puberty. Fair enough. Okay, then a few slang words like I've learned from another user. Gando, meaning asshole or / idiot. Boca choda, which I looked up online, it says full fucker. Tutia, which somebody says full, but chutia kind of also means to like female genitals. Lodu, slang for penis, a dick. And then also bosk meaning cunt. So imagine this. Imagine if I'm sitting at home in London and I get a scam call from India. So pick up the phone and it basically says, this is HMRC. It basically says that your number's been compromised. Please press 1 to speak to an operator. Now, HMRC would never ever call you up. So, please think in your own mind that you're not speaking to someone from HMRC, because if you did have a tax debt, they would send you a letter. People in India would not call you up and basically saying, you owe the HMRC some money, please go to a shop and buy gift cards. That's the whole scam, that's the whole point of the scam. So you press 1, and okay, so they put you through, and they're like, thank you for speaking to HMRC, can we speak to you? And you basically say that, yeah, hi, I just got a call today from you guys, and I haven't received any letters from HMRC. So they'll literally ask, they'll say, can you please have your name, and so we can look up in file. So what you gotta do is you gotta think about your Hindi phrase. You could say, yeah, my first name is Teddy and my surname is Maki Chud. Or you could be like, yeah, my first name is Ben and my last name is Chod. I'm Mr. Ben Chod. So 9 times out of 10, when they realize that you're swearing at them, the scammers realize that they're not going to get any money out of this Western person. Then they'll basically just hang up. Now, some of the funny experiences that I have had dealing with these scammers in like the last couple of years was, as soon as I came back from South Africa, I kept on getting these scam calls. I don't know why. And basically, I would just say over and over again, Ben Chod, Ben Chod, Ben Chod, Ben Chod, Ben Kelly Lorda, Mother Chod, Mother Chod. And this one woman got so pissed off at me, she was like, thank you very much, motherfucker. Or then I'll never forget this one time, this guy in India called me on Indian Independence Day, and I was like, Ben Chod, and he said, fuck you, over and over. So we had a swearing match, so I was saying, you're a sister fuck, to say fuck you to me. So the thing is, you gotta be careful when people ring you up, because 9 times out of 10 they're bullshitting you, they're scammers, they're mostly based out of India. Now there's a difference between, let's just say, if I had an issue with my phone in Australia and I called up Optus, I reckon 5 times out of 10 I'd be connected to somebody in India, because that's the whole thing. Basically, first world countries, they outsource all their call centers to stuff like India, where you're dealing with like proper people who can help you out. Now that's fine if, yeah, there's call centers in India who help out Westerners with their shit. The one thing that irritates the fuck out of me is when there are Indians running call centers all over the country, pretending to be Microsoft, pretending to be HMRC, pretending to be ATO, pretending to be tax office, trying to scam us saying our computer's screwed up, trying to say that we owe the tax office money. So whatever you do, don't ever give any personal information out. When you deal with these type of people, you either say some funny Hindi swear words at them to irritate them, or basically just hang up and put a block on the numbers. Because ATO tax officers would never ever call you up and say, you owe us money, give us money. If I owe the ATO money in Australia, they'd send a letter to my dad's address saying, oh, Martin the metalhead hasn't paid these taxes in years, we're gonna have to take some money out of him. Which isn't true because I don't pay taxes to Australia because I don't live in Australia. Anyway, I'm the metalhead, over and out.